Hi everybody, this is Mike from Chamite Like, and the purpose of today's video really is to put something together for the viewers out there and the people interested in Keepons, just to how to distinguish between the various models which I've laid out here on my desk in front of us, and I'm sorry about the video camera. It keeps on blurring sometimes as it autofocuses. So, currently we have one, try to get a zoom on this one, two, and there you see 5 different models, so brings it up to 7, 8, and 9. So currently we have about 9 different models, and it's very hard on a website when you're looking at the pictures to know which one is good for you. And despite the product descriptions, which I wrote myself, thank you very much, I know that it's really hard to choose. And I guess that's one of the drawbacks of web shopping. It would be really nice if these were there in front of you to choose and to feel and to touch and to try. So I wanted to replicate that scenario here with my video camera. Now, I remember when I was a kid in school, we learned about this guy named Carl Linnaeus, and he was the father of classification, and he basically classified all the living things into genus and species and family and kingdom and stuff like that. And so while there's various ways to classify Keepons, I want to do it in terms of the rigidity of the rubber plastic composition, starting from the least rigid all the way to the most rigid there. And why this distinction? Why am I making a big deal out of rigidity? Well, it's like this. The less rigid the rubber, the softer the rubber, the easier it is to put on your glasses. The easier it is to stretch and fit onto wider temples. Temples being the arms of the glasses, where the Keepons will eventually sit. Okay, so it's easier, but at the other end, the more rigid, then they provide better support. They they're more difficult to put on. And not to say that they're impossible, but whereas this one would take you all of 20 seconds to put on, regardless of the width of your temples, these colored ones and this one would take you a good 5 minutes or so. And some people will soften them up with some warm water. You could put them in a glass of warm or hot water with some soapy mixture inside, so that they'll fit onto your temples better. So we're going on about 4 minutes here, so let me just put down this tripod, and I'm going to take them up one by one just to let you have a look at it. So one thing I want to say is that the softest one and this most rigid one, they look similar, don't they? They do. They look similar. But let me show you something. So we have this really soft one, and doing, and it's stretchy. kind of like an industrial balloon, and it goes on glasses really easily. There's the aperture. Okay, now these ones are rigid, great support, almost like hooks. But you'll notice is that I'm really trying to pull them. They don't pull very well. The aperture is bigger, so it'll still fit on medium-sized, medium width temples. And of course, these ones are currently selling. These ones will be online soon. Same thing except in clear. Okay, so now I want to talk about these. These are the originals. These are probably the most popular, best-selling ones. They look weird, but they do a really good job. They sit against your skull, I guess, behind your ears, practically invisible. They've got this tunnel here, and that's the hollow part where you slide it onto your glasses. Now it doesn't look very wide, and the thing is, it's with patience you can stretch that to almost 50% of its current width. So you can fit it onto wider glasses if you have the patience. If you put it into some warm soapy solution, you can. And when you look at it, it's a lot of surface area. So I think all-round general performance, you're looking at these ones. This is our best-selling one. And of course they come in different colors. And why would you want black instead of clear? Well, plastic, there's one problem with plastic or rubber transparent type, is that after a couple of months you may start to notice that they will yellow because of facial oil, sweat and things like that. So they're not very expensive to replace, but some people prefer just to get black. And it's a personal choice. It's just like how some people, like me, I always wear black t-shirts because I'm notoriously sloppy. I will have pizza and spaghetti, and if I were wearing a white t-shirt, you'd see all the stains on it. And so with something like black, you don't see the stains. And then you have our light series, which is not as stretchy as the stretchiest one. I'll place it against the black of the computer here, monitor, and you'll notice is that, it's not a little stretchy, doing, 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 doing. Larger aperture, allowing it to fit over larger, medium to large width frames, temples. This is our most economical model. So in closing, we're just going to have a look at one by one up close. Stretchiest. Yeah, really stretchy. This is the Easy ER model, K022 if I'm not mistaken. This is our Keepons light model. These are the originals. These are like your Air Force Ones, your Nike Air Force Ones, classics, in clear, in black. Let's get in black, in purple, in pink or fuchsia. And then you've got your deluxe models. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in there. Okay, and thanks a lot. Until next time, it's Mike from Chamight Like with Keepons eyeglass retainers to prevent slipping glasses. Have a nice day.